Hi, Cancers. Welcome to Golden Truth Tarot. Now, let's get started with your March reading. In the first week of March, after a lot of arguing, disagreements, a lot of conflict, you want peace, you want harmony, you want balance, you want to feel happy, and you want to feel like all of this is left behind. And you're going to realize in this week that it doesn't matter how many times you explain yourself. It doesn't matter how much you try to let the other party know how you're feeling and how you're perceiving things and what your thoughts are. You're going to realize that it's impossible. They're never going to see things the way you do. There's no way you can come to a middle ground with them where you can the only thing you can do is agree to disagree. You're going to make a decision to be the bigger person, to tolerate, to remove yourself from all of this. And I'm also seeing, Cancers, that it's not one person arguing with you. It's going to be a group of people that agree that you're wrong about something, or they're attacking you because recently, Cancers, you have accomplished something major in your life. You have done something that you've always wanted to do, something that is going to make you very successful. Maybe they don't like the way you've done it. Maybe they don't agree with your method. Something is there that they're trying to bring you down. So you're at a higher place in your life. You're at a good place. You've done something major, and now they're trying to bring you down, and it's mainly because of jealousy. It's mainly because of envy, and the seven is all about just being peaceful, just taking time to understand that you can change some things, and just try and relax and remove yourself, and don't give any more of your energy to this particular situation. And I'm saying that because in the second week, I see that you're going to have a moment where first your health is going to be affected by all this arguing, all this bickering. Your stress level is going to be high. You might even feel like your immune system is lower during this time. You haven't been taking care of yourself the way you're supposed to, so you might feel like you're not your best self. So prioritizing health, eating, exercising, it's going to be very, very important in the second week, and also your mental health as well, because I see some of you, Cancer, are going to have a moment of explosion when it comes to your emotions, and this can be in private, so you feeling just tired, just overwhelmed, and crying, or expressing your feelings by yourself just to release some of the tension. For others, it can be you actually having an outburst in front of other people after feeling attacked, after feeling like they're just on you, and not allowing you to relax, and not finding an ending to this conversation, even though you have been the one who has been tolerating, the one who has been moving on from all of this. And it can affect different Cancers in different ways. For some of you, this can be in your family. This conflict can be in your home. Some of you, this conflict can be with your friends. For some, this can be at work. Whatever this particular situation is for you, just remember that it's due to jealousy. It's due to envy. Also, Cancers, during the month of March, we have a lot of planet in Aries, and this affects all the signs. This affects everybody, not just Aries. It affects every sign. It makes people more jealous. It makes people more aggressive. It makes people more envious. It makes people more bold to say whatever they're thinking. Sometimes just because you think something doesn't mean that you have to say it out loud. And people are going to tend to be more expressive during this time and tell you exactly how they think. and you're going to feel attacked. So just keep in mind is the energy is during this time is very intense, and that everyone is tense, everyone is feisty, everyone wants to fight, everyone wants to argue, and things are going to, of course, slow down at the second half of April and May. When we go into Taurus, you're going to see a change when things are more calm and more relaxed. Try to be patient, and remember, you can't control anybody else. The only person you can control is yourself, and what you give importance to and what you give your energy to grows, expands, and affects you even more. And I'm saying this because in the third week, I do see that this is going to affect you, especially for couples, Cancers who are in a relationship, and you might not be arguing directly with your partner. You might be having problems with their side of the family, but because of the conflict and because it's going to put your partner in a position where they're not going to know which side to keep, if they should be supportive of you, if they should be supportive of their family, they're going to be between a rock and a hard place. So they're not going to know exactly how to manage it, and that is going to affect your love life, because I see in the third week a lack of love, a lack of understanding. There's this coldness, just jealousy between the two of you, but not warmth, not understanding how much time you spend together. You're going to feel more distant with one another. So make sure that you take care of your relationship. Make sure you don't add any more fuel to the fire, and you just focus on other things. If you are expecting, Cancers, in the last week for someone to apologize to you, for someone to acknowledge your feelings, it's not going to happen. Don't even get disappointed. Don't even expect anything, because it's not going to happen. You're not going to receive the apology that you want, that you need, that you think it's fair for you. It might happen later in the next couple of months, but it's not going to happen in March. It's not going to happen in March. And I see some of you, Cancers, might also have issues and problems with, if you have a child that is a teenager or that they're still young. I see, especially if your child is also it's also a water sign, so either another Cancer, ascendant, or sun sign in Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Very emotional, trying to navigate their way in the world. You're going to let them know, hey, this behavior is going to lead to this consequences and this problems, and you're trying to help them. You're trying to control everything that they're doing, because you know they're not doing the right things. But keep in mind, Cancers, that even though children come from us, they're not our property. Everybody has their own destiny. Everybody has their own life. You can only be there to help them, to guide them, to support them. But at times they're going to make their own mistakes. They're going to learn from their own mistakes. They're going to suffer the consequences of their mistakes. So in order to not create more stress and more resentment and more anger, just understand that the same way you were a teenager once and you were young once and you had your own experiences, the same way they're going to learn and they're going to have their own experiences. The best thing you can do during the last week of March is to try and channel that energy into something positive, into something beautiful. What do I mean by it? For example, if you're feeling angry, if you're feeling unappreciated, if you're feeling like you're not being valued enough in your family, in your work, then try to take some time for yourself to do the things that you love, something creative, something beautiful. Spend time, especially if you live near a body of water. So either if you live close to the ocean or close to a lake or close to a river or close to the sea, just make sure that you connect with your element, because for cancers, being close to the water is very important. It's very soothing. It's very it heals your soul. So make sure you're spending time, maybe even while you're close to water. You can even create. You can create poetry, draw, anything artistic, anything that expresses those feelings or emotions, channels or that, transforms that into something beautiful, into something positive. So that's the main energy of the last week. And from the oracle of love and romance, the message for you cancers is: let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. This is the main lesson. Let go of control issues. You can't control how others perceive things. You can't control how others react. You can't even control how others act towards you, react towards you. The only thing you can control is yourself. And it's hard enough to control ourselves, our own impulses, our own instinct, our own self-mastery is something that takes it's a journey that takes an entire life to reach self-mastery, to where you don't get affected by anything on the outside, and you reach this peak of feeling in complete control. Because if it was so easy, then we would not have obesity or weight problems for most people. We wouldn't have anger issues and crime and so just self-mastery. It's a whole lifelong journey, and focus on that. That's your purpose. That's your goal, to get to a place where you can have yourself completely under control and you manage whatever you consume, either physically or mentally. You're in charge. Others you cannot control. Everybody's in their own journey. Everybody's it's going through their own life experiences. Just remember to not fuel give importance and give energy to anything that it's not beneficial for you, to anything that is trying to affect you, trying to bring you down, trying to ruin your peace and your harmony. Okay, Cancers, this is everything that I see for you for the month of March. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please leave me a like, a comment. Don't forget to share it with others, and also to subscribe so you don't miss out on future readings. Thank you again, and I see you next time. Bye-bye.